morning student. Till now, in the chapter Constitutional Design, we have studied about the story of the South Africa, how apartheid system was practiced in South Africa, and how there was discrimination among different social groups. It was being done by the government, those who were ruling, that is the government of the white. In this struggle, we saw that white people were dominating in the South Africa, and to struggle against this system, Indian National, not Indian National, but African National Congress organized a big struggle against white people in 1950. As a result, we saw that there was some changing in the South Africa. Let us see, we will see in the topic towards a new constitution. Towards a new constitution. As protest and struggle against apartheid had increased, the government realized that they could no longer keep the black under their rule through repression. As the protest against the Britishers increased, the British government in South Africa, they realized that they will not be in position to rule for a long time. The white dominance changed the policies. They changed in their policies. Discriminatory law were repealed. जो दमन पूर्वक जो नीति थी उसको वापस ले ली गई. Ban on political parties and restriction on media were lifted. So, if there was ban on political party to construct the political activities, these all were taken away and restriction on media were lifted. So, now the media are free to express their views. After 28 years of imprisonment, Nelson Mandela waked out of this jail as a free man. Finally, at the midnight of 26 April 1929, the new national flag of Republic of South Africa were unfurled, making the newly born democracy in the world. So, after a long struggle, on 26 April 1994, a new national flag of Republic of South Africa were unfurled, making the newly born democracy in the world. एक नए डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री का उदय हुआ. The apartheid government came to an end, paving a way for formation of multinational government. सो apartheid गवर्नमेंट की जगह पे मल्टीनेशनल गवर्नमेंट बनाई गई, मल्टी रेशियल गवर्नमेंट बनाई गई, जिसमें सारे रेसेस को, जितने भी रेसेस थे साउथ अफ्रीका के, आइदर इट वाज द वाइट पीपल और ब्लैक और कलर्ड और इंडियंस, all were given the appropriate space in that government. How did this come about? Let us hear Mandela, the first president of his new South Africa, on his extraordinary transition. Let us see ये कैसे हुआ, किस प्रकार से एपार्थाइड सिस्टम से स्ट्रगल करके वहाँ पर डेमोक्रेसी आई, इसके बारे में वहाँ के फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट साउथ अफ्रीका, दैट इज द नेल्सन मंडेला, ही टोल्ड इन हिज स्पीच, historical enemies suggested in negotiating a peaceful transition from apartheid to democratically exactly because we were prepared to accept the inherent capacity for goodness in the other. He is saying that historical enemies जो बहुत समय से, इतिहास काल से, प्राचीन काल से ही जो एक दूसरे के दुश्मन थे, सक्सीड टू नेगोशिएट ए पीसफुल ट्रांजिशन, वह एक साथ रहने के लिए राजी हुए। फ्रॉम एपार्थाइड टू डेमोक्रेसी एग्जैक्टली बिकॉज एपार्थाइड सिस्टम के जगह पे अब वह डेमोक्रेटिक तरीके से रहने के लिए राजी हुए, exactly because they were prepared to accept the inherent capacity for goodness in other, because वो एक दूसरे की अच्छाई में विश्वास रखते थे, वो एक दूसरे के ऊपर विश्वास था, भरोसा था, तभी जाकर के वो जो एपार्थाइड सिस्टम था उसकी जगह पे डेमोक्रेसी को एक्सेप्ट किया जा सका कि दोनों पार्टी को एक दूसरे के ऊपर विश्वास था। My wish is that South Africa never gave up on the belief of goodness. Mandela is wishing that this South African people, they will not give up the belief in goodness. एक दूसरे के ऊपर विश्वास करते हैं, एक दूसरे की अच्छाई में विश्वास करना वह कभी नहीं त्यागेंगे, वो एक दूसरे के ऊपर विश्वास करते रहेंगे। That they cherish that faith in human being in the cornerstone of our democracy. वो कहते हैं कि यहाँ के नागरिकों में एक दूसरे के प्रति जो विश्वास है वो ही डेमोक्रेसी का प्रमुख आधार है। मीन्स एक दूसरे के ऊपर फेथ होना चाहिए कि हम एक दूसरे का नुकसान नहीं करेंगे, हम मिल करके रहेंगे। After the emergence of the new democratic South Africa, black leader appealed to fellow black to forgive the white for atrocities they had committed while in power. So after emergence of the new democratic South Africa, जो नया democratic South Africa आया, कब आया? So it come in 1994. 26 अप्रैल 1994 को जो नया डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री बना साउथ अफ्रीका, उसके बाद से उन्होंने जो वहाँ के ब्लैक लीडर थे, जो वहाँ के मूल निवासी थे, जो नेटिव निवासी थे, उनको ब्लैक कहते थे। अपील टू द फेलो ब्लैक, जो उनके फॉलोअर थे उनको अपील करने लगे, उनको प्रोत्साहन करने लगे टू फॉरगिव द वाइट, कि वह गोरों लोगों को माफ़ कर दे, जो उनके साथ उन्होंने एपार्थाइड सिस्टम किया, जो सेग्रीगेशन किया, उसको माफ़ कर दें। टू फॉरगिव देम, बिकॉज विदाउट फॉरगिव दे कांट लिव टुगेदर। सो they try to we can say appeal to the fellow black to forgive the white for the atrocities they had committed while in power, कि जो अत्याचार उन्होंने किया था जब वो सत्ता में थे तो उस चीज़ को वो भुला दें। They said, let us build a new South African based on equality of all races and men and women, on democratic values, social justice and human rights. They appreciate that let us build a new South Africa based on equality of all the races, where there is a contribution of every races and men and women on democratic values, social justice, and human rights. So they are ready to provide all these things to each and every races. The party that ruled through oppression and brutal killing, and the party had led the freedom struggle set together to draw up the common constitution. So the party that ruled through oppression, जो कि जो कि बिल्कुल गलत नीतियों के आधार पर रूल किया, जो पूरी तरह से ब्रूटल किलिंग किया, जो कि मारपीट किया, हिंसा फैलाई, वो और पार्टी दैट लीड द फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल, और जो कि वहाँ के स्वतंत्रता आंदोलन का अगुवाई किया अफ्रीकन नेशनल कांग्रेस और वहाँ की जो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट थी, ये दोनों मिल करके और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के निर्माण के लिए बैठे. लीड टू द फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल सेट टुगेदर टू ड्रॉन अप ए कॉमन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. After 2 years of discussion and debate, they come out with one of the finest constitution the world has ever had. So after it took about 2 years to draw the constitution, and that constitution is one of the best constitution in the world. This constitution gave to its citizens the most extensive rights available in any country. So there are so many rights has been given to the people of the South African. Together they decided that in the search for a solution to the problem, nobody should be excluded, no one should be treated as a demon. So they decided that in the search of solution of any problem, किसी भी समस्या के समाधान में किसी को भी बाहर नहीं रखा जाएगा. Nobody should be excluded. No one should be treated as a demon. किसी को भी नीचा नहीं समझा जाएगा. They agreed that everyone should become part of the solution. Whatever they might have done are represented in the past. वो चाहे भविष्य में जो कुछ भी किया उन सबको भूल करके और एक नई शुरुआत हम लोग करेंगे. They agreed that everyone should become part of the solution. सभी को समाधान का हिस्सा बनाया जाएगा. किसी समस्या में सबकी राय ली जाएगी और सबकी राय के बाद ही कोई समाधान होगा. Whatever they might have done are represented in the past. The preamble in the South Africa, the preamble to the South African Constitution sum up this spirit. जो वहाँ का साउथ अफ्रीका के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का जो प्रस्तावना है उसमें ये भावना निकल करके आती है कि सभी लोगों का उचित प्रतिनिधित्व रहेगा देश के संविधान को बनाने में, चलाने में, और सब मिल करके एक साथ रहेंगे. Now let us see. South African Constitution inspired democracy all over the world. So it became an example for the whole country. A state denounced by the entire world till recently as the most undemocratic one is now seen as a model of democracy. जिस कंट्री को, जिस एरिया को अभी तक हम अनडेमोक्रेटिक तरीके से अनडेमोक्रेटिक के लिए जानते थे, अब उसी को एक मॉडल ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी के रूप में जानते हैं. ए स्टेट डिनाउंस्ड बाय द एंटायर वर्ल्ड टिल रिसेंटली एज द मोस्ट अनडेमोक्रेटिक one is now seen as a model of democracy. What make these changes possible was the determination of the people of South Africa to work together. Yeah, it was possible because The people, those who were living in the South Africa, they all were agree to live together in a peaceful manner, in a harmony manner. To transform bitter experience into the binding glue of रेनबो नेशन. जो जो तीखा अनुभव था उसको हट करके और एक रेनबो नेशन, एक इंद्रधनुषीय समाज का, इंद्रधनुषीय राष्ट्र का निर्माण के लिए सब लोग आगे आए. Speaking on South African Constitution, Mandela said, "The Constitution of South Africa speak of both the past and the future." यह पास्ट और फ्यूचर दोनों की बात करता है. On the one hand, it is a solemn pact in which we, as South African, declared to one another that we shall never permit a repetition of our racist. यह एक दूसरे के प्रति आस्था है कि हम अपनी पुरानी व्यवस्था को रिपीट नहीं करेंगे. हम जो रेसिस्ट, जो एक दूसरे के नस्ल के आधार पर भेदभाव करते थे, अब उसको हम दोबारा नहीं दोहराएंगे. ब्रूटल एंड रिप्रेसिव पास्ट, जो एक दमनकारी नीति अपनाते थे, उसको हम, जो क्रूरता और दमनकारी नीति अपनाते थे, उसको हम दोबारा दोहराएंगे नहीं. बट इट इज़ मोर देन दैट. It is also a charter for the transformation of one country into one which is truly shared by all its people. A country which is fullest sense belonging to all of us, black and white, women and men. So Mandela want to say that this country is belong to every people. It doesn't mean that whatever they did in the past, now we all are agree to live together in a peaceful and harmony manner. Either they are the black or white, men or women, everywhere are accepted as a citizen in the South Africa. So this was the beauty of the democracy, that it bind all the people, it gave space of all the people to live together in a peaceful manner. That's all for today lecture. Okay, thanks.